get on a different device.
Well, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Mhm.
Um,
Hang on. I'm
I
gonna.
met you a long time ago at Daniel Island School.
Uh-huh.
Me and 1,000 people shook your hand,
Oh, thank you. You're very kind.
and that's when I knew that I really liked you, and I'm very proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Well, today I was just wanting to say hello, and
Uh-huh.
I have a couple questions. First of all, how do you like Daniel Island?
I love Daniel Island. It's a beautiful place to raise a family. It's pretty awesome. We've been there for about 10 years.
Okay, so I've been there since 2000 and been here 2008, so I
Oh my
love it.
goodness. Got there just before I did.
It is beautiful. Well, I was wondering, if you're okay with me, asking this question.
Mhm.
How did the military training at the Citadel prepare you for becoming a congresswoman and now a single mom,
Mhm.
reaching an equilibrium between the two roles?
Yeah, and in fact, being a single working mom for any single working mom out there, you know how hard it is to juggle everything from your job to kids. In fact, I was, spilling coffee all over myself today as I was sipping coffee after dropping them off in the carpool line before getting to the office. It's just, that's just, kind of the day, but balancing, and then when they get older, they have activities and homework and practices and games, and sometimes you have to coach those games. It can be a really delicate balancing act. But I'll tell you, my time at the Citadel, under the enormous pressure that I was under at that time, because it was really controversial to have women there. It's not anymore, and it's shocking to think about how controversial it was back then. But the intensity of that experience very much is very similar to the intensity of the experience that I have today, traveling back and forth to DC all the time, having to, taking care of and raising my children here, and the best place I think in the country to do that. But it is a very, very delicate balancing act. I'm lucky in that their father is very involved and very helpful and will help coach teams when we have to, and we do a lot of that stuff together. But we have a really great, strong relationship, because what I found both in business, in politics, and in my personal life, that really it's about building relationships with people and helping one another out. And if you become a good friend to someone when you have a time of need, they're going to be there for you. And so for me, not burning it to the ground, but actually working with others, being helpful to others, being generous with others, all of that goes around full circle too in your life.
Okay, that is awesome. You are very inspiring,
Hmm.
and I am so proud of you. You empower women, so I
Hmm.
wanted to thank you sincerely for that. I do have another question. I'm trying to compare apples to apples,
Hmm.
being a single mom
Hmm.
with means to quality childcare and support from family compared to your single mom constituents who are in a lower socioeconomic situation. What are your thoughts or knowledge on access to a higher quality childcare educational environment for all demographics?
Yeah, and it's something that I think we all struggle with, right? At the end of the day, our goals are the same, but how we get there is very different. I support efforts for states, for counties, municipalities, school boards to have 4-year-old pre-K. I think that is having that as an option for families to have their students get into those programs is going to net a positive outcome. One of the other things that we have to do, and this is across the board in just about every industry that I'm seeing right now, but find ways to encourage folks to take the jobs that are out there. Healthcare, childcare, excuse me, is one of those places where we just don't have enough employees in the industry to take care of all of these children that have working moms or working moms and working dads. And there's oftentimes a wait list, especially for the really good childcare facilities, for you to get on. And then you're relying on family or friends and neighbors to help you out. It can be really very stressful when you're juggling and you don't have that support system. You don't have that network around you. And then when you find a child care facility that you like, then you're on a wait list. And so there are some incentives, for example, like the state, and this is out of my jurisdiction, but the state of South Carolina has some antiquated laws that would not allow someone coming in from another state that has experience in that in childcare to then be able to go work in childcare. So there are some barriers that our state puts in place that makes it more difficult for someone to go get that kind of a job. And so removing those barriers, removing the red tape to ensure that highly qualified people can get into those jobs no matter where they come from.
That is, thank you so much for that. Thank
Mm-hmm.
you for sharing that with me. You can tell I'm a novice.
Yeah, no, that's okay. You're totally fine. It's all good. These are good questions. They're important questions too that often get looked over. So,
Well, life experiences, Nancy. I hope you're okay with me calling you just by your first name. I feel
yeah,
like
of
you're my
course.
friend, even
Yeah,
we don't hang out.
yeah.
I still feel like you're my friend because I feel like
I'm just Nancy.
you're
That's
just
right.
Nancy. You're there for me as your constituent.
Yeah.
Life experiences, I want to focus, on the humorous side and the graceful side.
Mhm.
What do you do for fun, Nancy?
I work. I literally, I work 7 days a week. I actually got up at 4:30 this morning. I will not end my day until midnight tonight, but I work, and I love to work. It doesn't feel like a job because I love doing the job so much. But when I'm not working, in those moments when I'm not, I do love to spend that time with my kids, usually in the kitchen cooking for them or out at the beach, taking walks or going surfing or wakeboarding, but being outdoors with them on the ocean is something that we really enjoy and do as a family when it gets warmer.
So you like to cook. Share with me, what's like your favorite dish that the kids ask
I
for?
cook for my kids. So they like my lasagna when I use chicken. I'll get like a rotisserie chicken. I'll get no bake lasagna noodles, throw in some sauce. Sometimes I'll make the sauce from scratch. Sometimes I'll use the sauce out of a can. I love Rayo's homemade marinara. It's really wonderful. And they love that. It's super easy to make. But I make a lot of things from scratch. I make bread. If they want French fries, I'll bake, potato wedges, for example, tossed in olive oil and sea salt. So like I like to make a lot of things from scratch for my children. And then, on the weekends it's whatever they want. If we're up and we've got time, I'll cook breakfast for them as well. And that can be a lot of fun. But now I'm trying to get them in the kitchen and make them a little more independent to cook for themselves. They're at that age now where they really ought to be doing it themselves too. So we do a lot of that together.
Oh, that's great. How getting them in the kitchen. That's good quality time with your kids.
Mm-hmm. Really. Yeah.
Well, you like the beach. I heard you say the beach.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite place to go is the Citadel Beach House at
Mm-hmm.
IOP. That brings me so much peace.
Yeah, it's awesome. That facility is wonderful. And it's in a location that doesn't get too crowded, even on the busiest of days. There's parking, there's restroom facilities and showers outside and everything. It's a really remarkable spot to hang out in the summertime at the beach.
Well, I was trying to get the job of the groundskeeper, the
Mhm.
manager, but unfortunately, he said he's not ever gonna quit. So,
Yeah, I think he can live out there, right? He gets like a
yeah,
yeah, that's pretty awesome.
he has, like, a little condo above the
Yeah,
house, and he takes care of everything, and,
yeah,
I'm very blessed he's there because everything is always so beautiful and well
yeah.
cared for, but that's the job I want when I retire from teaching.
Yeah, everybody. I want that one too. I want that job too. We'll have to compete for that.
Well,
That's great.
thank you. Thank you so much for taking your time. You're
Of
so
course.
busy. Like I said, I can tell you're very compassionate,
Mhm.
charitable. Thank you so much, and we need to get coffee.
Yeah, I'm happy to anytime when we're in town. More than happy to. I'm always around. So,
Well, again, Nancy, I'm trying to keep it short for you.
yep.
Also, I wanted to put a plug in to John.
Mhm.
He is totally awesome.
He is
Your s
awesome.
your staff, you are so blessed. They take such good care of you,
They do.
and I just wanted to tell you how thankful I am for
They
him. If you
work
can
really hard. If you can last over 3 months in this office, you're gonna do quite well. They work really, really hard, and I'm really proud of our entire team. John is just, taken to it like water to it like a duck to water. He's just been awesome.
Well, Nancy, I had the privilege and honor of meeting Senator Scott a few years
Mhm.
ago, and he did not. have me on his schedule or my daughter, but he still made time when I said
Mhm.
the word teacher, Charleston, Seacoast. He came in and talked to us. We were advocating for a youth for mental health,
Yeah.
and he came in and talked to us for about 15 minutes. I was just so thankful.
Yeah, he's a great American. I sit behind him at church on most Sundays, so he's,
Okay.
pretty
So
awesome.
you're Seacoast too?
Mhm, mhm.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah,
awesome. Well,
yep,
maybe I'll see you there.
yeah, we're there. I'm there almost every Sunday. As long as I'm not traveling, that's where you'll find me. So,
Don't you love the sermons?
yeah, I do.
The,
I
the
really do.
Surratts are just
They're amazing.
amazing.
The entire family, and you got great musicians there. It's just a phenomenal place of worship.
Nancy, coffee, soon as you can. You too. Thank you. Bye.